my dear friends, namaste and welcome in our yet another beautiful episode on PMC English. I'm Kavita, your host, and today in the journey of conscious creation, in the series of conscious creation, we are going to talk about how to consciously attract wealth. So, whenever we ask what do you want in your life, the one word comes that is happiness. And how do we get that happiness? So, somewhere it's really related to wealth. So, friends, whenever we talk about money in our life, we get a lot of thoughts, right? How do we really attract money? How to attract money consciously in our life? What are the belief system we have to break in our life? So, we have a great speaker, Binduji from London, who is going to talk about how to consciously attract wealth in our life. So, without much delay, I welcome Binduji.
Hi, Kavita. It's a great pleasure to be here with you and PMC again and share my wisdom.
Yes. So, before starting our episode, I would love to say thanks, a million thanks to you because of our previous episodes, which people like anything.
Yes, the previous topic has been absolutely amazing and we had some great response. So I'm here again back with you to share more wisdom that will help many people transform their lives.
So, could you please share about you and your journey before starting our episode?
Yes, definitely. So I'm basically a chartered accountant. I've been working in the corporate world for more than 23 years now. And it's only about 5 years ago when I discovered meditation, when breath mindfulness meditation came into my life. My life is completely transformed 360 degrees. And this is when I started reading lots and lots of books. I have been mentored by many great mentors across the world, and some of them are scientists like Dr. Bruce Lipton, Dr. Shamini Jain, and many other people. And my curiosity towards this knowledge has now led me to start my PhD in metaphysics. So I'm currently a doctoral student of metaphysics, and I'm really, really passionate about bringing the knowledge of metaphysics into the world. There are many, many books that's been written by many great authors in the early 90s and 80s, but which don't seem to even exist now because they've been archived. So I love to bring this knowledge and share with the world who can really transform their life.
That's wonderful, Binduji. So, thank you for coming. Thank you for accepting our request. And let's go ahead with our first question. That what is law of attraction?
Right. So, law of attraction is a law of the universe. The universe runs on many laws, although we are not aware of these laws because we've never been taught about these laws in our schools nor colleges. Just like the law of gravity, where anything falls down, it's purely because of the gravitational pull of the earth. There's a law in the universe called law of attraction. Although this law has been existed since the inception of the universe, but this actually became popular in 1908, where Napoleon Hill wrote his book Think and Grow Rich. However, this information reached millions of people across the globe is only through the book called The Secret.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that book is really very famous and movie is also very interesting. So, please go ahead and say about the book and how these are connected, how people has taken it forward.
Yes, absolutely. So we do hear many people talk about law of attraction, advanced law of attraction, how people transform their life. But there's a missing link in this book, The Secret. Although there's many popular people and one of my mentor, Bob Proctor, and many other mentors who I worked with, like Joe Vitale and many more, spoke in this book. But there's one missing link. The missing link is taking action. People don't really understand how the mind works, but we have a superpower, which is the mind. And with our mind, we can create anything that we want. So law of attraction is basically the law of the universe, which basically um, any person thinking about anything, we attract. We are always attracting. In fact, we are always attracting things into our life based on our thinking. But when we try to speak about law of attraction based on what our goal is, we can consciously use this law to create what we want. So,
Mhm.
this is wonderful to know that this law exists, but most people don't understand there's a missing link, which I really want to talk about it in this episode today.
Yes, so let's go ahead to know more about it, because the law of attraction we know a little bit, but how do we really attract wealth in our life? So the how do we really consciously attract wealth in our life? So does law of attraction work for attracting wealth as well?
I would say yes and a no as well. Because most people think, yes, many people, many coaches in the world nowadays talk about law of attraction. But my mentor, Bob Proctor, who is the only person on this planet Earth who studied personal development for more than 60 years, says that law of attraction is a secondary law. The main law is law of vibration. So probably you could ask me now, what is law of vibration? Law of
Yes.
vibration is again a law in the universe. Everything in universe vibrates, right? If I take this phone, it vibrates, and if I take a pen, it is vibrating. So everything is vibrating at a certain frequency, and we as human beings, we are vibrating at a certain frequency. So now, this law of vibration, many scientists, again, very famous scientists like Albert Einstein, also spoke about law of vibration. He said everything in this universe is energy, and that's all there is. If you want to manifest something, match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but to get what you really want. So this is not philosophy, this is physics, as per Albert Einstein. So what that means is many people want they have a desire, they have a dream. Okay, I want this car, for example. But if they are vibrating at a very low frequency, it is very impossible to get that dream or a desire, right? So you got to vibrate at that level. So this is very important. So many people think, okay, I'm just thinking of this beautiful car which I want and I'm going to get it. But that's not right. There's much more to this. You have to be in harmony with the law of vibration. So you have to match your beliefs of getting that car. That is when you are vibrating at that frequency. So this is how it works, right? So, for example, everything in this universe is vibrating, everything vibrates at a certain frequency. Say, for example, if I want to send you a message, what do? I pick up my phone and then I take your number and then I send you a message and you get that message. So, how is this? Happening, it is happening at that vibration. So I need to match your number to get send you that message, and in order for you to get that message, you got to be in that same vibration. So this is exactly how it works. So if somebody wants to have a beautiful car of their desire, they got to vibrate, they got to be in harmony with that dream that they wanted. So that's when they can start attracting. So law of attraction is the secondary law. Law of vibration is the primary law. You got to vibrate at that frequency.
So I want to know it more. When we are vibrating at certain low level, how to increase our level first?
Yes. So there's many things. Say for example, uh, if I want a certain car and that is my dream, right? First of all, in order for us to go to that vibration, we need to set a goal. Most important thing, how many people in this world has a goal? Or how many people in this world know about the word goal, right? Not many people, right? Not everybody has a goal.
True.
And then in order for you to have a goal, you got to really stretch yourself. We are infinite beings on this planet. We have unlimited potential. So let me talk a little bit about goals. If you might ask me, why do I need a goal in life? Goals are the only reason why we can attract something. Say for example, you're in an ocean, right? And if you don't know which way you're navigating, you will be lost in life, right? So in the same way, we got to really know where we are going. Say for example, there are my mentor Bob Proctor talks about three types of goals.
Mm-hmm.
One is a A type goal, the second one is a B type goal, and the third one is a C type goal. So, what are these A type, B type, and C type goal? So, A type goal is a goal that you know exactly how to do it. Say, for example, you have two cars and then you want to buy a third car. So, that's not difficult. You know how to buy a car, you buy it. So, that's setting a A type goal. And then, if you want to buy something that you somehow, say for example, you want to buy a house, and you don't know how to buy a house, but you know that, okay, I do this, I take a loan from the bank, and then if I have some deposit for the house, I can buy a house. So you can somehow figure out how to do it. So that is a B type goal. And then the last and the most important goal that we all should be aiming for is a C type goal. A C type goal is a goal that you don't know how to do it, but you want to do it. You have a desire to, have that goal. So this is called a C type goal. Why should we aim for a C type goal? The reason why we need to aim for a C type goal is because the goal is going to stretch you as a human being. Then, what are we as a human being? We are spirits in the human form. That means we have unlimited potential within us and we can achieve anything and everything. So, if you were to set up a C type goal, that is going to really drive you. That is a desire, right? So, every morning you're going to think of ideas. Okay, how do I reach this goal? As long as you have a belief that I'm going to really manifest it, you are going to manifest it. So now, so as a human being, we have two minds. One is a conscious mind, and the second one is a subconscious mind. Conscious mind is the mind where it is a reasoning mind. You can think, okay, can I go this way? Can I go that way? So that is a conscious mind. Then you have something called the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is where your belief systems, your paradigms exist. So, what are paradigms? Paradigms are a set of belief systems that you have in a subconscious mind. Say, for example, during childhood, I think many parents talk about this: money does not grow on trees. You can't waste money, right?
Right.
Yeah, do you agree? These are the
Yes,
kind of
yes, definitely.
belief
Yeah.
systems. So, this became your belief. So, if you think about, buying a very, very expensive house, what is going to stop you is this belief system which is in your subconscious mind. We are driven, Dr. Bruce Lipton says, subconscious mind is 95%. So, we are driven by these programs. In other words, we call this paradigms, right? So, these paradigms, we need to change these paradigms. These are like hardwired programs in our subconscious mind. For us to change, we got to change these paradigms. So now, when we have a C type goal, which is somewhere very high, C type goal could be an example of, say, Wright brothers. When they saw the bird in the sky, they wanted to fly like a bird, right? They set a goal in their mind. Why can't we fly like a bird, right? This is when the invention of an aeroplane took place. So, this is exactly as that. So, we have that infinite power. When they spoke about this goal, that they wanted to invent something where we can fly like a bird, people laughed at them, right? They thought, are you crazy? How can we, fly like a bird? But then they made it possible. So this is where, your higher faculties, I can talk about those higher faculties in a bit, but this is where we need to stretch ourselves to do something beyond our imagination, something that, we nobody has done. We all have the capability. Every one of us, every human being has been given this higher faculties, that which we can use, but nobody has taught us how to use this great higher faculties that we've been gifted with. These are the higher faculties that distinguishes us between animal kingdom and human beings, right? We have this greater skills, higher faculties, but we don't tend to use them. So this is where people fail in life, because they don't have a goal firstly, and then they only set a goal that is so easy to achieve. But if we want to become really something that we never thought about, we got to stretch ourselves. How can we stretch ourselves? We can only stretch ourselves when we set a goal that is called a C type goal, which is something that you have never done before. You don't know how to do it, but you know that you can do it. Believing in yourself that I have all the capabilities, that as a human being, because I'm a spirit living in the human form, I have unlimited potential and I can do it.
That's really very interesting, and I'm getting a lot of questions. First, as you say that we have to set our goal. So, first I want to know how to set our goal. And before that, as you say that we have a pattern, we have a belief system. First, we need to break that belief system, right? If we are, following certain pattern from a childhood, and we just came to know that yeah, I can do anything, I can do everything. So first, how to break that belief system, and then how to work on setting our goals.
Yes. So to break that belief system, first and foremost important thing is to understand who we are. As I said, we are spirits in the human form, right? We have unlimited potential. We have so much of potential within us, and we can do anything and everything. So, that is the first important thing, because nobody has made us aware that you have unlimited potential within you. We have been judged by the way we've been brought up, by the way we are surrounded by, the people who we are surrounded by, and by the education that we have, right? I work with many mentors across the world who barely have high school education, but they're multi millionaires. So, how did they do that? They have only done this through the belief in themselves and following the universal laws, and also setting themselves a goal that is, really, really high up there, and they were able to stretch themselves as a human being to achieve that goal. So you don't need high school education, or you don't need, PhDs, or, any kind of degrees to really reach your goal. It is everything within us. We are abundant beings. So it is within us. So we just need to go within.
Right. So please elaborate more how to set a goal now.
So, to set a goal, it depends on what you really want. Say, for example, somebody, my mentor Bob Proctor talks about this goal, which I felt was unbelievable, or something that's not possible. He says, "Can you turn your annual income into monthly income?"
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, to me, that was like, what? Is that possible? Right? No, that is
Yeah.
possible. I've seen many, many, many people doing that in my
Yeah.
in my community, right? So yes, it is very possible. It is all understanding how our mind works. So now, if we go back to our mind, in our subconscious mind, we have a belief system that you got to possibly, you have to study very well, you're going to get a job, and you have certain salary coming in, and that's it. You retire, you get your pension, right? That is the barrier. That is what has been said to us. But then, if we can stretch ourselves and think differently, anything is possible to us. Yes, we can turn our annual income into monthly income, and there's much more how we can do that. We can possibly continue it in the next topic. It is how we normally it's about making money as your servant. You want money to work for you rather than you working for money, right? You're trading your time to get that money, but there's many ways. He teaches how you can do that. But before that, so when you have a goal, say for example, if I ask you, Kavita, just forget who you are and you wanted to really have a wonderful C type goal, what is that? What would you tell me?
So, yeah, maybe a nice house, a nice bungalow. Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. You might even say, "Oh, I love traveling the world. I love to, live in this luxurious bungalow. Love traveling. I like to work while I'm traveling, right? So I'm not restricted to staying in the place I am, right? And, these are the kind of goals that we all would love to have. But what keeps us stuck is our own mind, because the consciousness that we have is only limited. We got to expand our consciousness. How can we basically harness the laws of the universe and take action? So now when we go back to law of attraction, or the book The Secret, one thing that is not mentioned here is taking the action. You got to take action. Even many scientists or many metaphysics teachers talk about you as a physical being. The purpose for you is to take action. You got to take action, right? As much as you know this law of attraction that is working, okay, as much as you know you are in vibration to that goal, the missing link here is you got to take action. If you want to buy that car, that car does not come and land in your front door, right? You got to go to the shop,
Yes.
you got to really. So, what happens here is your higher mind, the higher faculties are going to give inspired ideas, which you need to act on them. And where is this coming from? This is coming from your intuition, right? We should learn how to stop using a logic mind that is again bound by this external one. We have sense, touch, taste, those five senses that we
Right.
have. We believe in those senses, but for you to reach that goal, you got to come out of these senses and go use your higher faculties. So, what are those higher faculties? We have six higher faculties, and these faculties are: the first one is imagination.
Mm-hmm.
So, when we ask anyone, what is a life that you want to live? People get confused and they don't even know what they want. There's no clarity, right? Because they never even dreamt about living that life. Now, let's start using the same example of Wright brothers. He wanted to fly like a bird. Can you see the kind of goal he had? That is something unbelievable, right? So again, look at Steve Jobs. He had this beautiful goal of, iPhone. That's coming from that's Steve Jobs. So now they had something, a great vision, right? Where is this vision coming from? The vision is coming from their imagination. The first higher faculty that we have is imagination. And then we have will. Will is nothing but your willpower, sticking to your goal, believing in yourself that I will do it is your willpower, right? So that's the second one. And the third one is intuition. Where is this intuition coming from? Your higher mind is going to give you ideas, and you got to be open to listen to your intuition. Most of the time, what happens is we tend to listen to the outer world. If you're watching a news, what is news telling you? The news is only going to scare you, right? It infuses fear into you, right? When you start listening to the outer world, you are going to again lose track of your goal because you're going to buy into this. beliefs about other people, right? The purpose of the news is only going to scare you. It's not going to empower you in any way, right?
Very
So
true.
this is something that we need to remember. So the first one is imagination, the second one is will, third one is intuition, and then the fourth one is perception. Perception is something that how do you perceive the world? Your perception, you would be wearing glasses. If I give you a green colored glasses with a green lens, and I'm going to wear a red color glasses with red lens, how do you see the world? For you, everything looks green, and for me, everything looks red, right? So your perception to the world is completely different to what I'm saying, but we are saying the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Perception. How do you perceive things? That is again a higher faculty. And then we need to understand reasoning, reason everything. Why is this happening? So we have to reason ourselves. And we can go into this much, much deeper in our next session. But I just wanted to really make you aware that we have this higher faculties. And the next one is memory power. The memory power that we have is something that is going to drive us. So these are the six faculties that we have. If we learn how to use this higher faculties, anything and everything for us is possible,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is something that we've never been taught in schools, never been taught, unless you have a mentor who has really who lived his life teaching people, and he has demonstrated that you have that capacity to learn. And this is something that we really, really need to study these. He says, my mentor says that you have to study this knowledge. It's not a reading. You read it once and forget about it. No. So we got to study these.
Yeah, so very interesting. The study. When we were kids, we used to believe or trust anything, whatever comes in our way. But as we grown up, so by the passing of time, we lost that somewhere. So for sake, if we are earning per month 1 lakh rupees, and if now I want to earn 10 lakhs, so either I can, as you said about action, taking action. So if I am working for 8 hours, I may work for more 8 hours, 16 hours. So if I am earning 1 lakh, I may earn next 1 more lakh. That is 2 lakhs. If I want 1 more lakh, I cannot work for 24 hours. That is not possible. So that skill and the entire things which you elaborated, that is really very much interesting, and I want to know more about that. So before that, I want to know the belief, right? Believing it. So what is that belief, and how to believe on certain thing?
Absolutely, yes. Belief system is such a big topic, and everything in her life is happening only because of the beliefs. Again, my mentor, Dr. Bruce Lipton, wrote the beautiful book, The Biology of Belief, how everything in our life is happening purely because of our belief systems that we have imbibed from our parents, teachers, society, and our neighbors, and everyone around us. So, whatever life we are living is purely because of our belief systems. But we have the power. We have the power to change our beliefs. So, how can we change our beliefs? So, first thing, what I personally have done, this is from purely from my example,
Mm-hmm.
is to change our beliefs. We need to understand what are our beliefs about the goal that we are going to achieve, because to achieve that goal we got to be in harmony with that dream, right? So if I say I want a beautiful car, but then you inside of you there is a fear, what will people think if I buy that beautiful car, or am I worthy of that beautiful car, right? Can you see the kind of beliefs that we
Yes.
might have? So
Yes.
this is something that we really need to work on. The first thing is I would recommend is understanding what is the fears that you're holding about your goal, right? So first thing is write it down. Write down all the fears. What is the fear I have about money? What is the fear I have about my own self? What is the fear that I have about people around me, right? Because most of the people feel that they're going to be judged, they're going to be criticized, they're going to be, uh, you know, um, you know, talked badly about. These are the kind of beliefs that they have. So, what the best way to do is put it down on a paper. Once you put it down on a paper, then you're not going to have that fear anymore. It's on there paper, right? And then once you write down, one way to do it is just burn that paper.
Mm-hmm.
When you burn that paper, it is a physical representation. Your subconscious mind will really absorb it and say, okay, now you have eliminated all that kind of fears that you have about your own self, right? So now, say for example, if you have a fear of public speaking, write it down. I have a fear of public speaking, and now I'm going to remove any kind of fear in my subconscious mind, and you just burn that paper, right? When you burn that paper physically, you see that it is burning. That means your subconscious mind is understanding you have removed the fear of public speaking. That's the first thing. And then affirmations. Affirmations are a great way to basically change your belief system. So when you
Mm-hmm.
are very scared of public speaking, you can flip that and say, okay, I am a great public speaker, or I'm a great speaker, or I'm a great singer. Keep repeating, 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 and then that is going to sink into your subconscious mind. So that is the second way you do that. And not only that, and the reason why people fail, achieving their goals through law of attraction is purely because as I said, the law of vibration, you're not vibrating at that frequency. In order for you for to vibrate in that frequency is using the higher faculty called imagination.
Mm-hmm.
What if you actually accomplished your goal? How would you feel? Right? Say Kavita is earning, 12 lakhs per month. Say, for example, how would Kavita feel? Be in that imagination, become one with that image of the person who is already earning that amount of money, X amount of money. How would you feel? Can you see your expansion already? Can you see
Yes.
you vibrating so high? So, this
Yes.
is how you do it.
Wow. So that imagination is really very beautiful. But how to be in that state always? Because when we are thinking, when we are imagining, or when we are visualizing something, we are at certain, vibration level. But when we come back, or when we come into our regular life, again we come back to the previous belief system, right? So how to maintain that thought always?
Absolutely. This is a wonderful question. So, again, the conscious mind, you have the power, right? Conscious mind, you have the power either to accept an idea or to reject an idea. Okay, this is something very important to remember. There is a beautiful example of Viktor Franklin. He is basically a Jewish psychiatrist. He was actually arrested in the concentration camp,
Mm-hmm.
but he basically said that you do not have that power to basically accept an idea or reject an idea. So he said that no one can really force you to accept an idea or reject an, only you can do that. So if you want to change your belief, it is you, your conscious mind, to accept it or reject it. So now when you go back to the outer reality, this is why I said you got to be out of the world to achieve something. If you're in that world again, you're going to buy those beliefs again, right? So for you have to be out of the world to achieve that goal. So in your imagination, there's nobody there. It's only you, right? So you have the power to change it and be in that vibration and carry that vibration all along, just carry that vibration. Because you obviously you will be having a lot of people who again talks about the same beliefs, same ideas, but again, who is the gatekeeper here, making your conscious mind as a gatekeeper not to accept any of those ideas? You again have the power to change your reality.
Beautiful. So you explained so well that how to change our belief system. So is there any other technique to work on it, like how to change our belief systems?
Yes, other way to really change your beliefs is about repetition. My mentor said repetition is the key. Like I said, our brain, subconscious mind is hardwired with all these belief systems, right? If you want to change anything, you got to repeat it. You cannot just do it once and forget about it. You got to constantly keep repeating the affirmations all the time, all the time. You can sing it like a song, you can sing it like a lullaby, it can be anything, but constantly repeating that idea with an emotion. That emotion is the key, because remember, subconscious mind is a feeling mind, right? It is all about that. It's an emotion. Just being in that idea, you can impress the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is the universal mind, right? It connects to the superconscious mind. So keep repeating that idea. You can actually, until it sinks into the subconscious, and it becomes a new belief about you.
And can meditation help in all these practices?
Yes, meditation will definitely help you. Meditation is a way, is a bridge between your conscious and the subconscious mind. So if you want to access your subconscious mind, you could actually go into the subconscious mind. So one way to do this, to change a belief, is in the brainwave state of theta. Theta brainwave is the brainwave state when we are in that semi sleep state. Okay, even in meditation we go into that semi sleep state, right? And this is the time to affirm, right? Keep affirming this. So this is how hypnotic meditations also work. When you go into that semi sleep state through meditation, you can self hypnotize yourself, and then you can keep affirming this. Dr. Bruce Lipton says you can keep repeating that affirmation during your sleep whole night. I mean, if that is something somebody wants to do, you can keep repeating it. Keep repeating it until the morning, because when you're asleep, your conscious mind is completely shut, whereas your subconscious mind is awake 24 by 7 and it is listening. So you are actually impressing this new belief into your subconscious mind.
Beautiful. Lot of information and knowledge you've shared with us, and I'm sure it's going to help a lot of people to work on their belief system and how to rightly attract things in our life. And moreover, everyone wants wealth in their life. So, how to consciously attract wealth in their life. So, thank you, Binduji. Thank you so
Most
much.
welcome, Kavita. One tip I like to give away before
Yes.
closing this session. One thing, Dr. Joseph Murphy, he again said, wealth, success are the two wonderful words that we all strive for, right? This is what we want. Before you go to sleep every day, when you are in that state, when your conscious mind is completely shut and your subconscious mind is becoming aware, so before you go to sleep, keep repeating the words wealth, success, wealth, success, wealth, success. And you see, miracles are definitely going to happen, because your subconscious mind is going to getting programmed with this new belief that you're wealthy, you're successful, and you're going to start attracting people into your life. But again, there you need to remember one thing: why law of attraction is not complete is because the taking action is what is going to give you results. You got to take action. Maybe you will suddenly, your mind is going to tell you, why don't you do this in your spare time? Say, for example, if somebody is a teacher, right? They work 9 to 5 in a school, but then if they're looking for more income, they can do private tuitions, right? That could be an option. Or they
Yes.
could go and teach in a weekend school, that could be an option, right? So your higher mind is going to give you these ideas, intuition is going to give you these ideas, and then you have to act on it. If you act on it, you're going to get results, right? So this is so important. The whole program, Bob Proctor created this wonderful program called Thinking into Results. And this is what it is. You got to think into the results that you want, and your mind is going to give you wonderful ideas, and you got to act on it. You got to take action. Without action, there is no reaction, right? So this is very important. So, a wonderful takeaway for the viewers today: before you go to sleep or every night, please practice this, because I've done it. I've seen amazing results. Keep saying the words wealth, success, wealth, success, wealth, success just before you're going to sleep in the night. And your higher mind is going to guide you with some wonderful ideas. You'll be attracting new people into your life who are going to help you to reach your goal. And, things will, synchronicities will start happening to you.
That's beautiful for this beautiful mantra, which is really gonna help me. I know that, as you said, you also achieved a lot of things in your life. So before closing, could you please share one of live example of your life? That how did you attract money or wealth?
Yes, I mean, this is exactly what I've done. This is exactly what I've done. And one day, because I love sharing books on metaphysics, I mean, I really am on a mission to bring this knowledge, this ancient wisdom that has been, now we don't have these books anymore. It's gone into archives because, every day we have so many authors, and, only those great books are in circulation. But there's many books written by many authors, and this is my vision to bring this great information, great knowledge to the world. So this is exactly one of the book by Dr. Joseph Murphy, which I've read, and this is the mantra that's been given every day before going to sleep. Keep repeating, and I attracted a large amount of money, which I've never ever expected from unknown source. This is basically something I received from my previous company, which I've left a year ago, but that just came to me as a bonus.
Wow.
This is something which I love to share.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Binduji, and I'm really great to have you for this beautiful episode. And at last, a small message to our audience for their life goals.
Yes, my message for today to the audience here is it is very important to understand who we are, what is the power we have within us. As I said, we are infinite beings. We have unlimited potential within us. But only limit that we place is just us. We place a limit on our thinking. So one great faculty that we can use is our imagination. Just use your imagination so widely to think what is the kind of life you want to live. Do you really want to live the life of those 1% people in the world, or do you want to live the life of those 99% of people in the world? That is a question to your own self. If you do want to live that 1% life of those very, very successful people, you have to start using your higher faculties. We all have been gifted with these wonderful faculties that differentiates us between human beings and the animals. So why don't we use these faculties? We all are born rich. We have everything within us. But what really stops us is not using these great faculties that we have. So I highly recommend each and every viewer who's listening to this program today to start using your imagination. Imagination is the secret. Imagination creates reality. These are the laws of the universe. And I'm going to unfold much more information from most wonderful author Neville Goddard in the upcoming series. How can you use your imagination? How can you really come out of this world to create your vision that you have? Because again, we are surrounded by people that might not believe in you, that might not have a goal, that might not even have a dream about their life. But I want you to be the people. I want you to dream big, achieve big.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a wonderful message, I must say. Thank you, Binduji, for coming and sharing all your wisdom with our audience. So, friends, I trust you love this episode, and I would recommend please practice all these things, whatever Binduji has suggested you, and you will see a miracle in your life. So thank you for watching this episode, and please like, share, subscribe PMC English. Please share this video with your loved and dear ones. Thank you everyone. Thank you Binduji.
Thank you, Kavita ji. It's a pleasure to be here today.